but to my alarm I'm being overtaken by some sort of force. Something bigger or better than me is moving me downwards. Through the 100% wool rug, past some dodgy joists which are frankly riddled with woodworm, someone should be told, and into another place, the flat below Katie's. I'm in a kitchen. An astonishingly dirty kitchen. Pots and pans and plates are piled higgledy-piggledy in the sink, soaking in stagnant water. The lino floor hasn't been washed in an age, and the stovetop sports many elaborate splashes of old food, as if a gang of action painters had recently paid a visit. 2 muscular young men are leaning on the kitchen table, talking in Polish. Their faces are close together, and the conversation is urgent, almost panicked. They're both pulsing with angst, so much so that their vibrations have become entangled, and I can't get a handle on either of them. Luckily, I discover I am fluent in Polish, and here's a rude translation of what they're saying. Jan, you tell her. No, Andrei, you tell her. I tried the last time. Andrei, she respects you more. No, Jan. Hard as it is for me, a Polish man, to understand, she doesn't respect either of us. Irish women are beyond me. Andrei, you tell her, and I'll give you 3 stuffed cabbages. 4 and you're on. I'm afraid I made up those last 2 sentences. Into the kitchen comes the object of their earnest discussion, and I can't see what they're so afraid of. 2 fine big lads like them with their tattoos and slightly menacing buzz cuts. This little creature, Irish, unlike the 2 boys, is lovely. A pretty little minx with mischievous eyes and spiky eyelashes, and a head of charming jack-in-the-box curls that spring all the way down past her shoulders. Mid-20s by the look of her, an exuding vibration so zesty they zigzag through the air. In her hand she's carrying a pre-prepared dinner, a wretched-looking repast, greyish roast beef, in case you're interested. Go on, Jan hisses at Andrei. Lydia. Andrei gestures at the quite frankly filthy kitchen. Speaking English, he says, You clean sometime. Sometime, she agrees, scooping up a fork from the draining board. But sadly not in this lifetime. Now move. With alacrity, Andrei clears a path for her to access the microwave. Viciously she jabs her fork into the cellophane covering her dinner. 4 times, each puncture making a noise like a small explosion, loud enough to make Jan's left eye twitch. Then she slams the carton into the microwave. I take this opportunity to drift up behind her to introduce myself, but to my surprise she swats me away as though I were a pesky fly. Me! Don't you know who I am? Andrei is giving it another go. Lydia, please. Jan and I, we clean many, many times. Good for you. Breezy delivery from Lydia, as she locates the least dirty-looking knife in the murk of the sink and runs it under the tap for half a second. We have made rota. Feebly, Andrei waves a piece of paper at her. Good for you, again. Oh, how white her teeth are, how dazzling her smile. You are living here 3 weeks. You have not cleaned. You must clean. An unexpected pulse of emotion radiates from Lydia, black and bitter. Apparently she does clean, but not here. Where then? Andrei, my little Polish cabbage, and you too, Jan, my other little Polish cabbage. Let's imagine things were the other way round. She waves her still soiled knife to emphasize her point. In fact, I know that there are 273 different bacteria thriving and flourishing on that knife. However, I also know by now that it would take the bravest and most heroic of bacteria to get the better of this Lydia. The other way round? Andrei asks anxiously. Say it was 2 women and 1 man living in this flat. The man would never do anything. The women would do it all, wouldn't they? The microwave beeps. She whisks her unappetizing dinner from it, and with a charming smile leaves the room to look up something on the internet. What a peppy little madam, a most fascinating little firebrand. She called us cabbages, Jan said stonily. I hate when she calls us cabbages. But eager as I am to see what transpires next, tears from Jan, perhaps, I'm being moved again.